thought it was bullshit.
Everything that guy just says is bullshit.
Hey, ain't nobody trying to hear that bullshit.
I have a very low tolerance level for stupid bullshit.
Mic check, 1 2 1 2.
La 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 la.
Okay.
La 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 la. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. And on that note, welcome to For the Bullshit, ladies and motherfuckers.
Damn, that shit hurt.
Yeah, I mean, you went up.
Yeah.
You're tuning in for the Bullshit on this beautiful Saturday. And just FYI, Midtown, go fuck yourself. What is all these cars are doing out here, Nana?
Oh, I don't know, but the last time we checked, because you should fucking know too, there was a
festival.
A festival, which I'm kind of mad. I want to go to that festival. It
But-
looked lit.
Man, fuck that festival.
Nah, we passed the festival and we kept driving and the traffic kept going. So motherfuckers going way past the festival.
know, but that festival looked good. That corn on the
That
ground looked
festival go for like 20
good.
blocks.
Yeah, for like
Shut
Mad
the fuck
Avenue.
up.
It's that whole
long
avenue
as
shut
fuck,
down.
Nigga, you literally walk
Yeah.
by. So
Yo, see, that's the problem with you white people. Y'all make a big deal about nothing. Yo, like y'all go crazy for these festivals and all this shit. Like, yeah, calm the fuck down. All right,
but
like
there's other different types of festivals too, not just white festival.
I like the Italian one. I have never been to it.
You never been to a San? What's it called?
San Gennaro.
It's like
Gennaro.
3 days long. Like it's like a whole weekend, right?
That shit is
That
lit.
one, yes. So yeah, like
And it goes down avenues. It goes down
bro,
blocks.
Banger told me he went one time and he's just telling me like all the different foods, and I'm like just like what?
You
like,
just gotta go with cash.
yeah.
Yo, where I didn't, yo, I
Drug
never
dealer
ate
style.
as much as I ate in my fucking life
Yeah.
when I go to a San.
San Gennaro.
San
San
Gennaro.
Gennaro Festival.
You gotta just
Is in the
little
summer.
bites of everything so you can try everything out.
Shit is
And they have
wicked.
restaurants there too on the sidelines. That we the last time I went to this like Italian restaurant that was like on the side. It was good food.
Oh,
It was
But you gotta be prepared to walk.
oh shit! I just smacked the shit out the mic.
You gotta be
your steps
prepared
in,
to
get-
walk. You gotta be prepared to
Yeah.
be crammed. You gotta be prepared
Nah,
to wait
yeah. At
on
one point,
lines.
it goes like the first few days is Sardine City. Like you just back to back with niggas. Like it's crazy.
But nah,
But they have
it's-
different types of festivals. They be fire because besides the San Gennaro one, like the one that you saw, they'll have like different stalls open, so they'll like sell different shit, like
no, those
church
festivals are cool.
rugs.
They're cool, but
little trinkets.
it's just for the driver.
Yeah.
you know what I just thought about?
It's
Like
ridiculous.
you know, like the stalls they put for the bathrooms on the festivals outside and shit. You seen the shit that they do like in Japan and shit?
The
that,
porta potties?
Yeah, that you step in and you taking a shit, and next thing you know, they having like a whole prank, and your stall goes up, like elevates up and pulls you on top of the actual stall, and now you're outside, like in the toilet, and it's like a prank for them, type shit. Like, oh, look at so and so taking
Ain't
a shit.
shit funny if I'm taking a shit.
Yo,
Like, ain't
so
shit
I'm gonna feel the
funny.
most vulnerable.
Yo, bro.
Yeah.
And so in the pranks, like, you know, Japanese people that are like really like they're not like us. Us, like, you know, we will fucking spaz out. Like, I'm smacking everybody. The camera nigga, the producer. Over there, they're like, it's to them it's like funny, and they're like so like, you know, how do you call this, like their etiquette, right? And there was this, most people you tell them that they're like all shy and shit, and there was this one group, 2 dudes go up, they look at each other, and to them is like high five type shit, like
Yeah.
nah, that shit
Crazy,
I
bro.
ain't high fiving niggas
Yeah,
if I'm trying
facts.
to take a shit.
I'm gonna stare at the camera like.
First of all, taking a shit outside is already crazy.
Yeah,
So if I'm already vulnerable enough to do that,
bro, the fact that they have their ass planted on them seats is wild.
right? No little.
No
I call
judgment.
them toilet seat
Bro,
condoms.
we're not talking about a public bathroom. We're talking about those stalls.
Oh,
that-
stall? No.
outside,
Porta
bro.
potties.
Like,
It's
and-
still
yeah.
a public bathroom.
Bro, I
Like,
want-
no, but like, it's worse though, cause like,
Sometimes
you know, people
I-
go in there and like devour them shits.
Sometimes I won't even pee in a
what?
porta potty.
Devour them shits, like devour. I went to public school. Don't judge me.
I went to public school
so
too.
Did I, but first of all, wait.
devour
Devour,
is eating.
Devour's eating.
No, it's like when you fuck some shit up.
No, I think you got the wrong word,
Destroy.
brother.
That's
Oh, so devour doesn't mean like when you fuck shit
Nah,
up.
devour is
It's
when
only-
you
it's only
devour
for
some
eating?
food. Yeah.
Oh,
What
nah.
type of porta potties you devouring?
Nah, fuck that.
You want to say a story?
No, I don't devour
Get
porta
us up.
potties.
You know, nah, but so what's so crazy?
Only ass. Fat ass. Fat asses at that.
Here we go.
Oh my god.
Take that.
I don't even pee.
No, I didn't mean
Yeah,
to.
he wildin'
I didn't
already.
mean to. Fuck Diddy. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Every now and then, throughout the pod,
nigga
you're
is
just gonna
like-
you're just gonna hear me say fuck Diddy, and no point intended. No point intended.
This nigga has like these outbursts. What are those people like Tourette's? Like this nigga like randomly he's just saying random shit that has nothing to do with anything.
We done
Last week
diagnosed
was taxes and shit.
He has ADHD. He has ADD, and now he has Tourette's.
Tourette's, yeah.
Yo, talking about outbursts. Y'all saw the bitch and fucking like congressional hearing. Y'all remember as a kid?
Yo,
Oh, no.
Yo.
You know what? I was gonna say, damn, you put mad emphasis on that bitch, but
you
fuck
know
that
that
bitch.
bitch.
Yo,
What they called her? The big blonde.
The big built blonde.
I got this.
Butch
Bitch. And FYI, yo, let's put some respect on the beautiful Jasmine Crockett. That's a beautiful
and AOC and AOC.
You know,
AOC.
these beautiful sisters
Stand on business.
and they're respectable. They respect their colleagues. So that's why I hate when
Right.
this you know
Like,
what? And I
you
quote,
already have to be respectful because you're a minority, right? So you already have to go in there with a sense of like, I have to talk this way, I have to move this way because
Yeah.
I'm obviously a minority and I'm already perceived
Facts.
as a threat, and everything that I can say can be quote unquote threatening, right? So you go in there correct.
You already-
right? Biting
you
your
walking
tongue
on eggshells
shit.
as it
Yeah,
is.
you biting your tongue on shit, and then this white bitch wanna fucking get emphasis on a bitch,
Yeah.
right?
Wait,
Wants to
could
talk
you-
her shit,
So,
and then when
could you
niggas
quote-
talk their shit back,
So just to take it back real quick,
mad?
so the motherfuckers that don't know what happened, there was a congressional hearing, right? And lately, congressional hearings is like fucking hip. It's like the fucking, what do you call the hip hop that the reality TV show that you have it?
Love and Hip Hop.
It's like Love and Hip Hop now. That's how the congressional hearings are nowadays.
It's a fucking joke.
It's a fucking joke. So what happened was they were having a congressional hearing, and this fucking ugly bitch. I'm sorry, respectfully. This bitch.
disrespectfully.
Marjorie. You know what the fuck her name is? Marjorie Taylor Greene, whatever her name is. Y'all know who the fuck it is. Well, she said some shit about the sister Jasmine Crockett, talking about how she has like fake eyelashes. Or some
No,
shit
she
like
said that her fake eyelashes ain't letting her see.
yeah. So she saw. First
Let
of
me
all,
look for it, 'cause I was looking at it on Twitter last night.
So it was just wild, disrespectful, right? However, she fucked with the wrong one. Y'all ever heard "Don't start nothing, won't be nothing"? This bitch probably never heard that.
She fucked with the right one.
She fucked with the right one, because this time, you're gonna start some shit, it's gonna be some shit. So now, after a few seconds, the beautiful sister replied, "Bleach, blonde, bat, bill, butch body, motherfucker." Yo, that shit was fucking hilarious.
She's like, so it would be wrong if I
was
call
gonna
you
call her
a bleach blonde.
Bat, bill, butch, body.
Yo, everybody in that congressional hearing was like,
Yo,
what the fuck
You
did
saw
she
the
just
face
say?
of the dude to the left.
the old white guy, he was like, what?
He kept looking like covering his face. Yo, this bitch over here built like a fucking Florida street mechanic, talking shit about the beautiful sister. Like, yo,
Nigga called her a Florida street mechanic.
bro, you see the mechanics that be over here looking like the mechanics that be on the streets over here working under the cars and shit in Florida? Get the fuck out of here, you fucking.
Nah, I gotta find it.
I
because
can't.
ain't no
I don't
fucking
know.
way.
I saw that shit, bro. But whatever, bro. That it'd be like the Royal Rumble in those congressional hearings
But I feel
nowadays.
like we're getting to a point that nowadays that the disrespect now is getting to a point that y'all supposed to be y'all are fucking representatives. Y'all are here to represent the people. That's the whole point of a congressional hearing. Y'all representing the people, right? Bro, I want to know who her constituents are. Do y'all really approve of her fucking actions? Like,
of course they do.
because they're not.
They
'cause
told her to strike her words, and she was just like, "I'm not going."
that I don't even understand what that means, because you already it's on camera. We done heard you, bitch. Like, what?
So
like,
the thing is, when they tell them to take off the words so it doesn't go on the transcript, and those transcripts usually end up like
In
in
history,
fucking
yeah.
When you
history and
strike your
shit.
words, is like you basically taking it back and you apologize.
This bitch said, "I
"I'ma
struck my
strike
words,
but
but
I'm
I
not
don't
gonna say
apo-"
sorry."
And remind you, this was the same unprofessional bitch that, I'm sorry for using the word bitch, but at this point is required, because I have no respect for her. You feel me? You're doing this to another woman at that. Like, you should be, and you're in a place dominated by men that even if you are from different
And
parties,
that's the problem. And that's why it gets niggas even more mad, because just like, we already are taken as a joke. Bitches ain't taken and getting taken seriously, especially in Congress, especially in an area where it's white old men that's been doing this for fucking centuries, right? Ages. Passed down, it's supposed to be male dominated. Women aren't even, they should be so lucky that they have jobs now, right? So you
Facts.
already look down on
You would think that a fellow woman,
and they already talk shit about that. Like, you can't be a good leader because you're emotional. Yeah. So you being an emotional bitch and talking shit.
And you heard the one
You're
bitch
just not helping anything.
When Sister Jasmine Crockett said her statement, there was one.
Sister Jasmine.
No, because
Sister Jasmine. It's respect. It's respect.
We gotta put some respect on her name.
It's respect. It's
I'm not
the way
playing
that
with
you
that.
said it.
You feel me?
That's a fucking fact.
So put some respect on her name, because when she said her out, because when she had her that little outburst, the bitch, another bitch from the other side, hey, calm down, yo, why you didn't tell your bitch to calm down when she started some shit? Because y'all knew, she was started some shit. Everything was calm till this bitch opened her mouth.
Yo, this shit, these congressional hearings, all this shit is pure comedy. We are the only country that shit is pure comedy. Other countries,
we're a joke now, bro.
Other countries, you try to do some shit.
Yeah, bro.
Other countries, you try to pull that shit. They might even hang you right there in the middle of the congressional
talking about
hearing.
Make America Great Again, but this motherfucker done started a joke out of this shit. This whole system is a joke. Motherfuckers wearing like this bitch over here wearing rag hats and shit like that. This is a place where I'm like, you're required to wear the suit and tie type police. This bitch showing up like you're going to a fucking festival. What is going on here now?
When the president had what's it called?
That got me even pissed.
What's that?
He had a State of the Union.
The State of the Union, and she pulled up in everything MAGA.
Bro, this is another thing, bro.
And all Biden did was look at her and go, "Ha, you
know what it is?
She was the joke.
It's bitches like that ain't never got slapped in their fucking life,
That's
right?
correct.
So because they've never been touched, because they think that they can say things without consequences, which is how they grew up. They definitely did and got away with a lot of things because one, they're white, two, their family came from money or whatever. So it's just like those spoiled little rich kids that they're gonna do whatever because they're untouchable.
And before I cut you off, let's keep it clear. We're not promoting domestic violence in no type of way, shape, or form. However, motherfuckers needs to be checked.
No.
And
domestic violence is a different category.
Because we say
her nigga not hitting her. That's what domestic violence is.
Not just her nigga, her parents. Well, her parents never because that's what shows that bro. When you're brought up the way we're brought up, we know there's certain things called professional etiquette. You feel me? You go into the
Some people need to get hit. I'm sorry. Right? I'm not saying she needs to get abused. That's not what the fuck I'm saying. What I'm saying is
get checked real quick.
She needs to get slapped. I'm talking about it could even be backhand. I'm not opposed to however you want to slap her, you fucking do it. If you feeling backhand, if you feeling front, like in middle school, how we used to put the baby powder and slap the shit out of niggas.
That's the good thing about public school. You get in public school at some point in your life, you get checked. You say some stupid shit, you get checked. It might not always be a teacher, and the best ones is when you get checked by a fellow student. You feel me? Because at that point, you're like, oh, damn, maybe I should have never said his nigga mama. Mm-hmm. Maybe I should have never talked about his girl. My
thing is too, don't talk shit. And then when shit is being talked back
Start
to
crying.
you, no, not even that. You tell, because she told her like, oh, calm down. One thing you don't tell a person of color, anybody, don't tell me to calm down. Because now, I was already calm. I was just reading you. Now you tell me to calm down. Now I'm on 10, bitch, because what's up?
Because you didn't even start it. So the thing about it, to tell you to calm down.
She's asking the guy, like, okay, bet. I just want to know what's considered right or wrong because this bitch is talking shit to me. So if I call her a big blonde bitch looking whatever, is that valid? And the bitch wants to get tight.
Bleach, blonde, bat-built, butch body, and I'm going to add Florida street mechanic, ugly looking bitch. I'm sorry.
And she should have added big back as well. But, like, whatever.
Son.
Don't.
Yeah.
I hate a motherfucker that wants to talk shit, and in the moment it's like it's go time. They're like, oh, no, I'm a victim.
X said it best. Don't start nothing, won't be nothing. You want to start something, it's going to be something.
Rest in peace, X.
Rest in peace.
I don't know. People like that clearly has never gotten hit before because you would think twice.
I think, and that's the thing about, like, we don't approve people getting hit and shit like that, but every now and then you need that.
I approve
you need it, and that's why, and I felt that, because honestly,
There's a time and a place.
I feel like we've been blessed that's one thing I said. If I got willing, I'd become rich one day, shit like that. I'm put my kids in public schools. Why? Because in a good public school at that. You know, I'm not gonna throw you in the middle of the hood.
Respectfully, there's no good public school.
No, they are good public schools. You know, like respect, like yo, bro. Not for nothing. Ours was not that bad.
I can say that my public school was. Yeah. This is air quotes I'm throwing up. I can say that it was good because my experience was good. But I also remember every time my mom would drop me off, all the teachers would be outside before 8:00 on strike.
Yeah, that's
my experience was good.
I feel you.
But the school wasn't good because the funding. It was always an issue with funding.
Well, that happens a lot. I think that's a common thing. But what I mean by that is, I'm gonna just say,
teachers don't get paid enough.
That's a fact.
Half of my family members are teachers, and I don't even know how they do it.
I just mean it from the kid's point of view. Like, I want my kid, even if I'm rich, yes, I want you to go to Ivy League colleges and all of that shit. However, high school and middle school, the reason why I would put you in a good public school is because you learn things. You learn how to carry yourself. You learn self-discipline. You know how to interact with other people. A lot of times when you
your social skills, from school, school period, not just public school.
Because if we live in let's say we live in a gated community, so your kid is growing up all his life in a gated community, so he's already self-secluded from the world, and then you put him in a private school where he gets even more privilege. So now he's an adult like this stupid bitch goes out into the world, has no respect for the world. Why?
That there's no consequences and things.
There's no consequences, and then a lot of these parents, let's be honest, if you do it, you're putting your kid through all of that. You're not teaching him chores, and you're not teaching him responsibility. So you come
they
out.
They don't care to teach him that.
You come out like this stupid bitch.
What they're trying to teach them is just generational wealth in a different way, which is get this bread, continue to make money, make us proud. That's it. It doesn't matter how you get there.
That's a fact.
And because of how privileged we are, nothing applies to you. So go ahead and get this bag. Just make sure that the money continues to rise. That's literally their only job. And they don't give a fuck to teach them morals, standards, and how to be a good human being, because they weren't taught that either, because their parents weren't taught that either, because their parents weren't taught that either, and because their other parents were fucking racist as fuck and owned mad fucking people. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I think about is when it comes to the South a lot? I think the South has this thing against black people. You know why it is why it is?
No,
because let's break it down. Let's break it down. You know what it is? So they had free labor for what? A little over 300, close to 400 years of free labor, right? Then the Civil War happens, and now you're not gonna just sit. Your wealth is no longer coming for free. So now that you can't get black people to keep building, making your shit for free, now you mad. And now
you know what they did was they gave a lot of the slaves land back and gave them like farm. They gave them shit, right? They gave them plantations.
Not all. Some of them.
But what they did was they made it impossible for the the free slaves to keep the land, because they're like, okay, you can have this, keep this. Excuse me, but you have to pay me rent. Obviously, you have to pay me for the property and all that shit. You're making it impossible for them to do that, because in order for them to buy things, they have to make the money for it and sell it, right?
Yeah.
Who wants to really buy during that time? Who's gonna buy fucking vegetables and all that shit off of a black person? They're like, fuck no. So you're already setting them up for failure, because it's just like, you can grow all these things, but you need the money to buy the seeds.
Exactly.
And how are you going to sell these things? Two, you need the equipment, right? At the time, granted, there wasn't like tractors and shit.
Yeah.
But like the equipment to buy it, and then to keep the land, and then go into a bank to get a loan. Black people weren't allowed to do none of that shit. And they didn't even have the money to. And if they did scrape up all the money to it, the APR and all that, they made it so impossible that they had no choice but to sell it back. And then that's when we started having the slums, right?
But think about this, though. Motherfuckers are so resilient that they build...
Absolutely, because
in the early 1900s, they built Black Wall Street. And motherfuckers hate so much to see a brother and a sister making their own wealth, that they came and they burnt that shit down.
They bombed that shit
They completely tore it up. So motherfuckers is gonna hate. And at the end of the day, Yo, fuck them niggas. Let's change the topic because that shit is just angry and talking about motherfuckers. Like, yo, motherfuckers, why do people waste their time hating, bro? Stop focusing on others and focus on yourself. And don't tell them motherfuckers complaining because he says that certain shit is just not right. Because that's the day and age we live, right? If you say yo, that's not right, you're complaining.
The one thing that isn't taught is envy, right?
Yeah.
You learned that shit all on your own. You a hating ass bitch, and you just hating because you see me get it no matter what obstacle is thrown my way. You could just get it because you have that silver spoon in your mouth, and you're just mad because that person that went to go get it on their own, they're doing so well and they're being so loved by so many people that's what they're hating on. Like the community that is based around the person that is trying to get it. Like you're not mad because this nigga's making money. You mad because he's loved and making money.
There was just to switch it up a little bit. There was this funny shit on that I saw on Instagram. There's this Dominican cat. You could tell you could tell from here, but Dominican. Mm-hmm. He's driving and he's making this video. I don't know if it's true or not, but I find this shit hilarious. He's like, I wanna just respectfully thank the migrant crisis that's going on right now, just because I done come up on this whole crisis type shit, you feel me? Like I was driving around my Beamer type shit, you feel me? And I'm Dominican, my man. I peep shit a mile away type shit, and I'm driving and I see the pasola shit. Pasola, for that you don't know in Spanish, scooter. I see the two motherfuckers on a scooter and they drive by me and they look at each other, they nod, and then they turn back around, come back around. So they're obviously staking me out type shit. So I peeped it a mile away. I sped up, went around the block, parked my shit, jumped out, and ran up to the niggas from behind. Like, yo, run. Well, and he said it in Spanish, but in English, basically, yo, run your shit, you motherfucker. Oh, Papi, no. What's going on? I know what you're trying to do, you bitch ass nigga. Run your fucking scooter. And he acted like he had a gun under his fucking coat. Mm-hmm. And they fucking jumped off the scooter. He stole their scooter, basically.
He had a Beamer.
He's like, don't you ever? He's like, where you fuck up is you trying to rob a nigga that knows how the best way to rob. You don't rob a robber, bitch.
I'm done.
So he basically just said, I want to thank the migrant crisis because I done come up with a brand new scooter.
Nah, well,
I came up with a brand new scooter.
I have my own thoughts on that whole. I don't think it's fair.
What?
How people are bashing these migrants.
Oh yeah, that's like
because it's politics. All the bad things that are happening with the small percentage of migrants that are coming in are falling on the 10% are falling on the full 100. Mm-hmm. And there are people coming from different countries that literally need to get out because their lives. They're afraid for their lives. They're not eating.
But they say that about us. Remember, in the 90s, they said that all Dominicans are drug dealers. They said that they will say shit about Puerto Ricans as well. They said that all black people steal and shit.
Yeah, like growing up, I heard like Puerto Ricans is lazy and they don't want to work.
And that's the media. So the media. It's because it's politics, and that's why people don't stand. You see, when you're watching TV back in the day, that sometimes your TV will lose will lose signal, and the sign that will say in the middle is we'll be back with your regular programming. Mm-hmm. That's literally what that is. It's programming. They program, depending on the channel you're watching, they're programming your mind. If you're watching CNN or UPN back in the day, those are Democratic channels.
What the fuck is UPN?
As I said back in the day, it was
UPN was a channel back
Channel 9.
Yeah.
So those were Democratic channels. CBS, those are all CBS. Those are all Democratic. ABC, right? ABC it's called.
Yeah, ABC.
Those are all Democratic channels. I remember that's Channel 2. So
you knew the random ones,
I knew that. And then Fox 5 is the most popular,
which was a Republican.
Right? So the thing about these news, they report the same events. However, only about 10 to 20. What happened? The 20% is facts, and then 80% is opinion. So you're watching it. For example, somebody got shot by a cop. Fox News is gonna say, "Oh, an aggressive black man, got intense, and the cop had to fear for his life, had to defend himself." Okay, and that's what Fox 5 is gonna say. UPN or CNN,
well, that's nationwide.
And
they're
CNN,
always going to make.
But my point is, neither
aggressive.
of them are putting out just the facts. They're putting out their opinion. The other UPN and CNN, regardless of who's right, who's wrong, they're gonna say, innocent man just got shot by cops. Neither of the channel is gonna give you the straight up of what really happened. They're just giving you their opinions. And so in these situations, you got the migrants, right? Now, yeah, given that some of them are doing some shit, because motherfuckers are gonna try to make their shit any type of way, shape, or form, because motherfuckers is resilient. However, the news is gonna make sound like everybody.
They're gonna focus on the negatives, right?
Facts.
So there is good and bad in everything.
Let's say there's 100,000 migrants, and let's say 100 of them are committing crimes.
There's good Latinos, there's bad Latinos, there's good white people, there's bad white people, there's good black people.
That's a fact.
Bad. It doesn't mean that one person has to make up the whole fucking demographic. And that's what they do, because it's easier to be like, oh, you saw what that one Mexican did? All those fucking Mexicans are like that. And it's just like, no, my nigga, that nigga was just a fucking asshole. Like, he can't speak for everyone else. I don't know if you remember when like Trump, I think he was like first elected around that time, and they were like having talks about building the wall, and then this.
Tu maldita madre, not again. No. We're not just gonna skip by that. I know you want me to, but I'm not. I'm not gonna let that slide.
Okay, we're gonna let it slide. He's had a long day.
Angel is one time.
It's okay.
I don't know what you're talking about.
The fact that you're covering your own nose.
Angel, please.
Yo. The fact that somebody.
This is the second time that I'm sitting next to this nigga.
Okay, so let me give you guys an idea. Our studio, it's about
It's not big.
It's like a 15 by 15 type shit.
Hell
and
no.
Maybe let's say 12 by 12. Maybe
Way
10 by
more, nigga.
Nah, this is not that big.
Bro, come on. I work with fucking. This shit is like a 30 by 30.
Okay, maybe. However, your farts are 50 by 50. Okay? And that's why you're covering your nose for your own fucking fart, motherfucker. Okay? There's no migrant crisis. There's an angel crisis, motherfucker. Like, shit.
I almost forgot what the fuck I was saying.
You make motherfuckers want to invest in Febreze, nigga. Like, yo.
Anyway, during the time when, like, I think Trump was, like, first elected,
I still love you,
he was talking about, like, building the wall.
Love you too, kid.
Yeah.
There was this girl that went missing and find out she got murdered, and it was like this Mexican guy that murdered her, and he just, like,
I remember
he
that.
came through. This nigga, Trump, was like, you see?
And every event
why
he
we're
was
building the wall?
That's them right there.
All these fucking Mexicans are out here.
They killed one of our bitches.
Yeah, so right, and she was white, so you already know.
Yeah,
it's gonna be a fucking uproar.
FYI, a few weeks ago, he was touching little girls at beauty pageants.
But that doesn't matter.
That don't matter.
Because it was the Mexicans' fault.
I'm not killing your bitches.
Yeah.
I'm just touching them.
Yeah.
Grab them by the pussy, FYI.
So it's just like, that's just unfortunately where we are in this world. Well,
No.
There's a double standard.
Hold on. Not in this world.
In this country,
In
I was
this country.
gonna finish.
Well, I feel
It's
like,
unfortunate, but that's what's going on in this country.
Like, I was always with the shits to go to Canada.
You know-
I still stand on it.
Yes.
I'm sure listen, I've seen crime docs that happen in Canada too. Everywhere you go, there's going to be good and bad. Like, you can't sit here and be like, yes, the U.S. is trash. Yes.
Yeah.
But you can't sit here and be like, oh, if I flee from here, it's going to get better. There's good and bad in everywhere that you go. Now, the only difference is we're more aware of shit here.
That's what it is.
Because we're not being exposed to the news over there.
Yeah.
We're not being exposed to the news in Canada, in London, unless some crazy shit happens. Like, you remember in Paris, the bombing?
Yeah.
We ain't never seen a Paris news in our fucking life. You know what I'm saying? Till boom, that happens, and CNN is like, breaking news.
All we know is French fries, and that ain't even French.
Right. And the only reason they tuned to that shit was why? Because there was American students that were, lost because of that. Other
You know
than
what was
that, it
dope
would've
though?
been just like
You remember
regular shit.
the shit? I think it was around there as well. The off-duty military dudes that were on the train and they stopped the bomb.
No.
I think I saw that.
It was either a bomb or they were armed. Long story short, these motherfuckers tried to do some shit in the train and those trains that cross.
Yeah.
And they dead ass just caught the motherfuckers and disarmed them and everything. That's on fire. Like, yo, and they made a movie about it. I've never seen the movie, but I've read the actual
I saw a documentary on it, but it was
that was fire.
And it's just like we fucking get shielded from a lot of things. Like I was telling you in the car, right? I grew up a certain way. I grew up in a fucking bubble where everything was rainbows and butterflies. till I got to high school.
Mine was belts and fucking sandals and extension cords.
No,
not
like,
extension cords. I'm lying. I didn't have no extension cords. It was mainly just belts and sandals. And I didn't give. And look, I will say this much: my mom to this day denies that she hit me as a kid.
My parents, too.
But
they all have fucking amnesia.
But I'll say this much: I didn't get beat. I got disciplined. A lot of people get it too confused. A lot of people say, "Oh, I got beat." No, I didn't get beat. Because when you get beat, it's basically it's abuse. I didn't get abused. I got disciplined. Why? You can probably tell. I did some stupid shit. A lot of stupid shit. And if I didn't get disciplined, I'll tell you this much. I knew these kids that their parents tried, but I'm guessing they just beat them. And they didn't explain to them, hey, buddy, look, this is what you did, and this is what you're going to do.
A lot of Spanish people don't explain.
They'll whoop my ass, but they would be like, yo, I told you, don't fucking, and you get, and you're so active that, you hear what, why you, so, eventually, anytime I did something, I knew I was going,
you knew the reason why you was getting your ass beat, and that's fine. So, yeah, growing up a certain way, yes, I would get my ass beat. My sisters would get their ass beat too. We wouldn't get flexed. We weren't getting fucking abused.
Nah,
funny story.
I was getting my shit. I felt like I was in wrestling. The way my parents used to beat and my parents would tag team. Yo,
you would literally
tag me in.
You good? But yo,
and when I'm getting off the ground, steel chair.
But Angel didn't realize that Angel was like.
I deserved it.
Exactly. Angel was like, what's the motherfuckers that used to go in WCW and they used to jump niggas that used to do the X?
The X?
Yeah, that was.
Generation X?
Yeah, that was literally fucking Angel as a kid. So, he got to admit,
but see,
he needed the discipline.
We didn't need to get disciplined. I
needed it.
So I didn't need it.
Okay,
there's a
let me ask you a question. What's the worst thing you think? You know what? Financially, what's the worst thing you ever caused your family? Let's say hypothetically. I just want to hear and ballpark number.
What do you mean by that?
What's the worst you ever fucked up in your family as a kid? ¿Qué es lo que más te jodido? ¿Qué te rompí o lo que sea?
Okay, yo rompí.
Yeah.
Nada.
Angel, you? Let me see. Because I guarantee you I could top it, and mine will be, and it'll be by a lot.
But the thing is this.
Just give me something. Let's just keep it fun.
I'm gonna say that.
Okay.
But then I gotta say my piece.
Okay, go ahead, say it.
Okay. Biggest shit I fucked up. My dad's car.
Now, when you say fucked up, what did you do?
Crashed the shit.
How old are you?
12, 10.
But when you crashed,
10, 12.
What did you do as crash?
He told me not to put it on park, and I put it on park. I mean, no, he told me not to put it on drive, and I put it on drive. And I went right into a wall.
But it wasn't crazy bad, right?
Oh, no, this shit was totaled.
Okay, damn, so.
Nigga, how fast you just revved that shit?
Yeah, he told me that. I always had a passion for vehicles. I always loved cars.
So we're probably family.
That wasn't a passion.
So my famous story was, I was 4 years old, and my family had bought this property on this middle class area. It was on a hill. Mm-hmm. And my dad had bought this. I forgot what model was it. All I remember that it was a red. It was a red convertible sports car, and I was 5 or 4 years old, and it was a stick shift. So you know how stick shifts, you have to leave it on a gear, and then also leave the e-brake. Mm-hmm. I was 4 or 5 years old. Technically, you wouldn't feel your kid fucking anything up, right? It's like the e-brake's on, to take the e-brake off, you gotta hit the e-brake. Long story short,
you gotta do a lot.
I'm excited. First week, the car's there. Every morning, I'm going down, jumping in the car because it's in a garage. So I'm able to go in and out. One day, the next door neighbor kid knocks on the door. He comes over. I slide the gate open of the garage. He comes in. He must have been a few years older than me, so he knew how to take off the e-brake. So for fun, he got on the driver's seat, held the brake, took the e-brake on, put it on, messed around with the gears and shit. But when he was done, he put it back like it was supposed to. I peeped that. One thing, as a kid, they used to call me Makehode.
They still call you that.
Yeah. So how would you translate Makehode in English? Fucks around too much? I don't know. Makehode is... Well, Dennis the Menace is basically
much,
Dennis the Spanish version of Dennis the Menace.
I was gonna say the annoying nigga. I don't fucking know.
Vic the Menace, right? So
Vic the Menace.
So basically, I learned how to do that. He leaves. It's me and my sister still in the car, and I learned how to take the e-brake off. Mm-hmm. And I'm playing around, turning the wheel. Next thing you know, the car moves a little bit. Didn't notice. Moves a little more. Didn't notice. Moves a little more. I didn't notice. Remember I told you the house is on a hill. So no matter how fancy the house is, they're still on a slant. Car starts rolling out. They notice. Next thing you know, the car's rolling down. Car rolls down all the way down the hill and slams into a tree. With us inside of it. Yes. So our parents hear the whole commotion, run out. Good thing is that we were safe. We were no scratches, nothing.
I think y'all would have been fine had y'all been injured.
Long story short, what happened? They brought us out the car, and the car ends up bursting into flames. And the car ends up basically.
You're lucky you're alive, because I might have killed you.
So this is what I mean
in the flames.
And this is what I mean about. And that was the worst I've ever done. But I just want to put into perspective. My dad had just bought that car, and that's the worst. It wasn't
even a month old.
It wasn't even a month old. So when I say I got disciplined, and to be honest, that was the worst thing I ever did. But I didn't get disciplined that time. Why? Because they were just so scared that they thought they almost lost me. But the shit never stopped afterwards. Like, that was the beginning of my crime spree as a kid.
But the thing is, you were a kid, bro. Like, it is what it is. Like, sometimes you got to take certain things to the... you were a kid.
I remember I was in elementary school, and it was my sister's prom. And it was so stupid because we went to the same school. It was my sister's prom. And my mom was walking my sister inside, right, taking pictures, whatever, and I'm sitting in the car. I always like to sit in the driver's seat because that was just like my thing. So then my little friends came up to the window, and they were like, "Oh, this is your mom's car." But it was this fucking station wagon. It was some ugly.
So you also crashed the car?
Shit. No, I saved it.
Oh, what?
So
you was my opposite.
They were like, "You know how to drive?" And I was like, "Yeah, I know how to drive." And they were like, "So show me something." And I was like, "Nah." And I was just like,
how old were you?
I was in elementary school. Fuck.
Like 12? Elementary, so you're like 10, 8, 9?
Yeah, I was probably like 10.
Okay.
10, 11 type shit. So they're like, "Oh, show us something." And I was like, "Nah, my mom's right there."
Yeah.
So they kept going, and they were like by the passenger seat by the window. So I went to cross over because I was sitting in the driver's seat. I went to cross over. And when I did, I put my elbow like this. And old school cars, the fucking gear shifts is on the side.
Yeah. You had the ones on the steering wheel.
I went to cross over like that, and I went pop. And that shit.
That was an old school car right there. When you the steering wheel on the shift on the steering wheel. Yeah.
So
was it a minivan?
Elbow, huh?
It was a minivan.
It was like a hatch. It was this weird old fuck. I gotta look it up.
Yeah.
Because in the trunk.
Yeah, it's probably some American shit. Yeah,
there was a seat in the back that faced that way. So you get what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
So I used to love sitting back that way because my parents were driving forward and I see everything behind me, and I used to just sit back there all the time. So it was like a station wagon.
Yeah.
It was white and like brown trimmings, I remember. So I went to move over in the car. My elbow goes, bang. Shit goes in reverse while I'm in the car. And I'm literally in between switching seats. And the car goes like that. So I'm like, what the fuck? So I grab the steering wheel and it just turns. So now I go
fucking
down.
Toretto here.
Yeah, literally. I go backwards and then it turns. This is my whole fucking school. There's parents and children going into my sister's fucking prom. So I had to like jump back in, and I thought I pressed the brakes. I pressed the gas. So I moved the gear up. I didn't know what the fuck I was
fucking
doing.
Young and the Furious up in here.
So I moved the brake up. I moved the fucking gear up thinking I put it in park, and I put it in drive. And I thought I hit the brake, but I hit the gas. So then it goes back up the hill, but like it's going right, and I'm like, what the fuck? And then I like look down and I put both my feet on the brakes, and that shit fucking broke so hard, nigga. I got whiplash for like days, and then I'm over here like shaking. I'm like, I didn't even want to let go because I'm like, this shit is still in drive. My mom came running over. And she's like, put it in park. And I was like, I don't know.
What the fuck is park?
And she's like, pee. And I was just like, and I put it in pee. Nigga, I came out the car, temblando.
Oh my God, that's funny as fuck.
Was like, oh my, she wasn't even mad. She was obviously more like,
yeah, by your safety.
Where I was, the intersection was like a T. So I could have hit niggas. Niggas could have hit me. Like,
bitch, stop the car. I only got liability.
Yo, so she was just like, oh my God, like, are you okay? And then my fucking stupid sister was just like, you ruined my fucking prom, bitch. Like, what is wrong with you?
Fuck that bitch. You safe.
Oh, yeah. And then, yeah, they never let me.
Yeah, I think we must have been family. We all had experiences with cars as kids and shit. I think that explains the way we drive.
You ever, like, you only have just one sister, right?
Yeah, older.
No brother?
Nah, just the older sister.
Yeah, I have a fault?
She used to beat me up till I was like 13 or 14, you know, till I got a little bigger and shit, yeah. She used to beat me.
Oh, hell yeah. Me and my brother, it's 4 boys. We used to scrap like it was the Royal Rumble.
I wouldn't call it
y'all tag team on niggas?
No, it was usually 2-on-1. Well, you know, my adopted brother came in later on in life. But even him, once he started growing up now, like he's like 12, 13, and that motherfucker is fucking ruthless. And sometimes we fight it, and I'm like, yo, this was me, bro?
What's the best, like, memory of fighting one of your
Nah, I didn't fight my brothers.
The best memory?
Oh no,
or the worst memory?
No, like fun. Like you think about it now, that shit was fun because I don't want to really like.
I don't want to say the best.
Oh no,
but one of the craziest memories was me and my brothers.
Because we didn't play fight. It was like I'm not it was fight. It was like I remember one time I woke up in the morning, bro. For to cut you off, I must have been like 8, and I was a fat nigga, yo. I woke up in the morning, 7 a.m., put the Cartoon Network. Saturday morning, first thing I wake up, that was my thing. It's my fucking thing. I wake up early, grab my fucking frozen waffles, put it in the microwave, put some fucking syrup, and my fat ass would go watch Cartoon Network.
And you put waffles in the microwave?
Yeah, it was the frozen one.
In the toaster, bitch.
No, in the microwave.
Ew, so you got soggy ass waffles.
No, it was. I timed it well.
It makes sense now. It's all that radiation.
I timed it well.
It's all that radiation. That makes sense. No. You know what? If anybody's been affected by microwaves,
I don't know if it was.
You're entitled to
I don't remember if it was
babe.
toasters, but it was possibly a microwave. I can't remember. It probably was a microwave. So
a toaster and a microwave. I'm sorry, are 2 different things.
Yeah, but
opening the door.
I think
and
it was. I think it probably was a microwave. Just thinking out loud. So long story short, I get my shit. I'm about to eat my fucking waffles, and my fucking sister. I love you, baby. Now I love you now. Now that we're older, sis, I love you. But you got me pissed. I never forgot this. So
clearly, you
never forgot this. So what she fucking goes for the remote. I'm like, bitch, what you doing? I'm obviously watching Cartoon Network. Don't you come take this shit? And she tries to change. I'm like, fuck off. So now we're fucking fighting
for the remote.
Bitch flips the plate up in my face, drops the whole fucking waffles syrup and fucking syrup. Oh, the waffles go straight to the floor. The plate comes straight to my chest. I'm all dirty and shit. And that was just one fucking time. And she still got the fucking remote. And I think we fought, and she still, obviously ended up winning, obviously, because it's like when you're a kid, 2 years difference. It's fucking like now after you become teenagers and adults, it's the same thing. But when you were a kid, bro, 1 year difference is the fucking world.
Yeah.
And this bitch was 2 years ahead of me. And always used to do that to me. And then, what's the worst part? She's the girl. So I'll go
you're not supposed to hit her.
Now they used to go. Now I could, but she's still gonna win. The matter of fact is that I used to just run to mom and dad, and yo, mommy, Paola, me dio, blah 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 blah. Paola, ¿qué pasó? Oh, no. And she didn't even need to explain to us. That was the worst part. She didn't even have to explain herself. And
this is the fact that you did something.
This the fact that something happened. They took her side.
Yeah.
And that was, if they didn't take her side, they just let it be. Because in their mind is, yo,
she's a girl. Handle
yourself, basically. It is what it is. Handle yourself. And now that when I think about it, now that I'm older, I appreciate it because it learned me. It was a scenario where you learn to fend for yourself. And motherfucker, yo.
I'm sorry. Listen, guys. I've been eating cleaner.
You didn't eat melons today. You didn't eat no fucking pineapple.
I've been eating
last week it was. I had a fruit cup.
Listen.
Yeah.
Listen.
If that's what fruit does to you,
that shit sounded like he moved furniture right now.
Furniture. He got end wars with that shit, yo.
Listen, I'm trying to live a healthier life. I'm eating cleaner.
Nah, bro, go back.
But eating
go back.
cleaner is definitely letting the farts come out. I'm sorry. Nah, I can't go back.
Nah, man.
I'm sorry. I don't know, bro.
Tell me about... Sorry, Vic. I know.
Like, look, and the worst part is he has his shoes on. I prefer take your shoes off, get comfortable, do all that old shit, and just don't fart. But I guess you gotta.
That's a fact. We haven't taken our shoes off. I started taking them off because of you.
I'm ready to run to the toilet just in case. If one of the farts is a shark.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so I gotta be like,
Because this 30 by 30, like you said, this cannot handle that.
This nigga text says, "Hey guys, remember to wipe your ass well. Is mud butt season."
I mean, I had to remind my people it's mud butt season. Some niggas don't know how to wipe their ass.
You gotta have the baby wipes.
You gotta have the dude wipes or the baby wipes, and
but I have multiple fights with my sisters. I'm the baby, so you already know. The middle child, she's just a year older than me. So me and her will always bump heads. My older sister, I think we're like 4 years apart. Some shit like that. I don't fucking remember. The one fight that I always remember, and it was funny to me. It was just so funny because at the end, we ended up helping each other out to run away from my mom. Right? So
that sounds about right.
My aunt owns a salon in Fordham, right?
Actually, no, my sister would just look and laugh.
No, my aunt owns a salon in Fordham, so my mom some Fridays would
my
be
sister's
like...
ruthless, they gonna lie.
Yo, my middle brother.
My mom on Fridays would be like, yo, I'm gonna go to your aunt's salon, I'm gonna go get my hair done. Like, she had the daycare at the time, so she's like, 2 of y'all have to stay to watch the kids while I go do my hair, and then, I'll be back. One is gonna come with me, though. So normally my sisters would go because I hated doing my hair. Like, tender-headed, hated that shit, hated being in the salon. But that time, I was in high school, I was like a freshman. I was like, nigga, I want to do my hair. So
you skipped school to go do your hair?
No. It was already after school. It was like 2, 3 o'clock. So I'm like, I want to go. So my mom's like, bet, you never want to come? We out. My other sister, she was tight. Nah, I want to go. I want to do my hair. And my mom was like, you always come with me. Like, it's her turn. She rarely ever says yes.
Fighting for your mom like it's a tag team battle type shit.
To go do our hair.
Oh, damn. Yeah, it's the benefits. Right.
So I go do my hair.
So
I always had the longest hair.
Yeah.
Right? So I go do
you do have fabulous hair even now.
Thank you. I appreciate it. So I go do my hair.
My hair's better.
And
Andrew gets self-conscious when he's not mentioned in the great hair.
Have similar hair. But yours is more lacio. Mine's is still like...
Yeah, Angel's more Rico Suave. Mine's is yours is nice and curly.
Yeah, it's like a
Thank
jungle.
You.
So, boom, I go. We come back from the salon. My sister's salty. Because I'm over here...
Oh, you flaws and flipping your shit.
My head,
back and forth.
Back and forth. Right?
Bitch!
So I'm sitting by the computer.
Oh.
And I like flip my hair. And my sister said... I don't remember what she said, but she said some hating that shit.
Oh.
And I was like... You just mad because I got my hair done and you did it, right?
That must have hit cold.
Fuck out of here, at that time we was allowed to curse, but my sister didn't give a fuck. She was just reckless. Fuck out of here, I don't give a fuck. Say I won't wet your hair, And I was laughing, and I was like, you won't. Like, I just know that you won't. I don't know how shit escalated, but I was like, if you keep talking shit, you remember the fucking pocket dictionaries?
Yeah.
I was like, say I won't throw this shit at you. Mind you, I'm in the computer and I'm just like swiveling on the chair. I'm like, say I won't throw this shit at you.
She said, I'll be learning with my shit and it's a weapon.
She's like, you ain't gonna do shit. So I threw her good old Webster's, nigga. Bah!
Ooh.
Hit her right in the forehead. But I knew I fucked up.
Sign.
Because my sister was always on go. She was the type, it is levels, right? So my older sister, she's gonna argue with you to death, but she's not gonna put her hands on you. The middle... Yeah. She's not going to argue. She's just going to straight go to hands. Me, I'm in between. Like, I'm going to let you plead your case. I'm going to let you talk.
Yeah.
Now, if I don't like what you're saying and we're not going nowhere, I'm going to fuck you up.
That's the brolic one that you be talking about?
No, that's the oldest one. She's the one that like power lips, right? The middle one, she's just a fucking
the one that moves
society.
home furniture.
Moves her, right? So, she gets up, and I should have known... Because I turned around and I was just like, damn, she not going to do nothing because mommy's right there. Nigga, I turned around. All I felt was a yaga, nigga. She fucking pulled my hair. And I turned around and we just fighting. Bop, 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 right?
Who won?
Nobody got to win because, right? I'm sitting down and we fighting and she's pulling my hair. So I get up and I was always, let me finish. I was always bigger than her. So I threw her by the printer and I punched her in the stomach one time. But this, every time we used to fight, I never gave her full force because I'm just like, I know myself. I was always heavier. So I'm like, I'm going to fucking hurt this bitch. But that time I was like, let me do medium. Let me boost it up to medium power. Punch her in the stomach. So she's like, fuck, bitch. She started throwing fucking printer papers at me. And then we grabbed each other, and then we was on the floor, and then I was on top of her. My mom.
They done had a Royal Rumble up in that bitch.
In the daycare.
Throwing books, phones, and papers.
In the fucking daycare, my nigga.
Hold up. This is a daycare you was telling us about?
Yeah, the daycare that my mom's owns.
Oh, Lord.
My mom, but...
This is if you guys don't remember, this is the famous daycare from last week.
But at that time, all the kids were gone, right? So thank God.
I would hope so, motherfucker. You're having a whole Royal Rumble.
Out of nowhere, left field, I just looked to the side. My mom has a fucking Ecowa.
Oh, y'all both about to get it.
My mom starts swinging that
That's
shit.
a broom for you
and
English speakers.
And she fucking cracked me in the back of the head. And then I get up, right? So I get off my sister. My mom comes swinging again, hits my sister.
She was the equalizer.
She was, bro, wildin' like a fucking, like she had fucking nunchucks, bitch.
She came like death. Bah, bah. You motherfuckers.
And she was like, in Spanish, though, I'm tired of y'all. Y'all didn't stop fighting. Y'all fighting like two people in the streets that y'all don't even know each other. Nigga, but she's hitting that shit hard. Like, she is swinging that shit like she's fucking Babe Ruth,
she did the Denzel. 24-hour lockdown.
At one point, my sister couldn't get up because every time she's trying to get up, my mom was just swinging that shit. So at one point, I just grabbed her by her hoodie and I dragged
her out.
And I picked her up and she's like, yo. And I was like, let's go. Nigga, we locked each other.
Oh,
we both ran to the bathroom. I locked the door and we're in the bathroom. And for a split second, we just looked at each other like, we could give each other the fair one right here, right now. And mommy can't get in the bathroom. But we was fucked up because my mom was swinging that shit. So that was the one time the fight turned into we don't know who won.
That's what you call having two psychopaths in one crib. Like, yo, these bitches is that just like, they just got away from their mom and they think about fighting again.
Teamwork, nigga.
Yo, the one thing I say about my sister that I love her to death, that two things. She always had my back, like when I really needed her. And second, she will never snitch. Like, because I gotta remind you, bro, I was always doing stupid shit. She never snitched. Not that she didn't snitch. It was more of she didn't give a fuck. Like, yo, if it doesn't involve me, it's not my problem. Type shit. And that's how she always was, bro.
Well, nigga, being the older one, you always got the blame for
But
everything.
one thing I did as a kid that I still haven't forgiven myself for. I was involved in a murder. So it was a living being. I was about 5 years, same age as the car, actually. That was a bad age.
Hold on.
At one point, no, he got it. At one point, I used to try to figure out like what other objects I could use to like open a beer with. I try to remote.
I've noticed you've become an expert at that. Like you,
that bitch has always been an expert at that.
Like we are
when
like,
you live by yourself and you be bored, you just be trying shit like.
Like, you know, some motherfuckers, like, in life will, like, you know, will starve or not have the ability to survive. I feel like you have that survival skills.
Absolutely.
Especially when it comes to opening beer bottles.
Oh, absolutely. Because we got to open it.
Nah, you definitely got a skill for that. Like, one of my mans, he does that shit that he could do. He could open it with his teeth.
I
can't.
I'm
boy.
Yeah, I'm sure I could do it.
I felt my back tooth shift one time from doing that. I never did it again. I used to open up the Maltas, and I hated Maltas.
Malta was twist off, nigga.
Yeah, the Malta was twist off.
There was some that weren't.
La India?
There was some that weren't twist off, and you had to let pop it.
I think La India one.
And I would that I use my tooth as a kid. Oh, look what I can do! Fwat. Nigga, one time I felt my shit move, and I was clipped.
Nah, I always tried to, like, you know, tried it with a remote. It worked. A spoon obviously works. I tried it with a knife. The good old lighter. The one thing I can't do is, like, beer on beer. Like, one of my friends, she knows how to open the beer with another beer. I haven't tried that yet. but
it's
cool.
Okay,
but it's just like I'm only able to open one beer with it. I'm gonna open the other one.
Yeah, that's opening beer bottles is a skill. That's what I will say. You know.
Yeah, I remember one time, me and one of my friends, y'all know him, Lou. Mm-hmm. We in I forgot what part of Queens, and we go to some white ass bar, and there was some girls standing outside. They couldn't get in, and they had some beers, and they were like, "Oh, do you have a bottle opener by any chance?" She's like, "Random question, you have a bottle opener?" I'm like, "I don't, but I got a lighter," and I popped them joints open with a lighter. And they looked at me like if I was Christopher Columbus and discovered America. They were like, "Yo, how you did that?" I'm like, "Skill, baby." But that was one of the craziest things popping. But nah, I remember as a kid trying to open up shit with my... this tooth is still shifted.
Nah, yes. I never tried because it's just feeling metal on my tooth just doesn't sit right with me.
I went through braces, guys. I had braces
too.
So after going through braces, so you already know, after going through braces, you do not want to try doing nothing that's going to fuck up your teeth. Because to be honest, I feel like after going through braces as well.
I took my braces off.
Yeah. Well, what?
Yeah. So.
You bugging.
Okay, it's because, all right. So I had gotten braces in New York, right? And then I moved to PA. Mm-hmm. And then I didn't have a doctor over there. Well, a dentist over there. And then the dentist was like that they don't want to take it off because they didn't do it. Right? So I was like, okay, whatever. Kept the shit on. Then I moved back to New York. And I didn't have, that was during the pandemic, so I didn't have a job at the time. Even if I made an appointment with the dentist.
Oh, you was an adult?
Yeah. I was an adult. Boom, I moved back during the pandemic, whatever. I was like 25 when I got braces. So... I came back.
You kind of as an adult.
Yeah, yo, my dentist when I was little, never wanted to give me braces.
She was like, yo, you good, bro.
No,
you good.
She was like, oh my God, your gap is so cute. You know, like, literally. She's like, you don't have to do it. She's like, also just wait for your molars to come in. It'll probably close.
Yeah, you can hold, in the meantime.
You close a little bit.
You can hold your blunt with this in the meantime.
Right. Nah, I used to shoot out water. Through my gap. But, yeah, when I came back, it was like gonna take forever. I didn't even remember what fucking dentist it was. So I was just like looking up videos. And I've heard like people take off their braces off all the time. So I'm like, if they could do it, I can fucking do it too. No, so I was looking up videos. And then on Amazon, I just typed in like braces. Because I'm like, I need pliers. So I'm like braces remover. And then they were selling the pliers.
To pull the ones from the back out.
But like dentist grade pliers. To just take the little...
Now let me ask you a question. Mm-hmm. The hardest ones, obviously, is going to be the ring that goes on your molars in the back. How did you get those bitches out? The one that holds them all together.
Yeah. I grabbed the pliers and I was just like moving it back and forth slowly.
Damn, you are brolic.
It's crazy. I've been lucky.
But they were already loose for other reasons that week.
I've been lucky that like I've always had good teeth.
Yeah.
The only time that I had a problem with my teeth was 2021.
Yeah. During the pandemic, that's when everything bad that could have happened to you fucking happened. You was Gucci your whole life with no problems. Pandemic happens.
I got jumped in the Bronx, and the nigga hit me so hard, and nigga kicked me so hard in my face, I lost a tooth.
Yeah, not the face.
Yeah, bro. So this one's fake.
Which one?
Oh, let me see which one.
Mm-hmm.
They did a great job. I would have never guessed.
I paid. You know how much money I paid? They better do a good job.
Because there was a porcelain, right? So they had to make it.
I know. I don't know. It's porcelain.
So because the tooth itself is made out of porcelain, but you still had the inner part of the tooth, right? Like the part that root.
So yeah, I had the root. So they had to actually remove the root.
Yeah, they had to take it off and then
because the root cut the whole gum and everything. My root like that. So yeah, and I had to pay like 13 grand to get a new tooth.
Yeah, I had gotten into a fight, so they were loose.
Nah, maybe 13 grand is excessive. I think it was like 8 to 9 grand, but you know, New York taxes and shit.
But getting into a fight with braces is the worst thing that you can fucking do.
Ooh, yeah.
I seen
tell you what happened to me.
Hold on, I seen this one girl get decked in front of fucking McDonald's in Fordham, and she just started leaking, and it was crazy bad. So the girl that hit her stepped back. Yo, she couldn't even open her mouth. She opened up her bottom lip, and you would see the skin from her bottom lip in the bracelet, in the braces. I was like, oh,
nigga. When I got into a fight, right? I got decked. I got hit in my straight in the mouth. My bottom lip went into my braces.
Mm-hmm.
I'm talking about I had meat in the little cubes the next day. So my shit is leaking, right? Because it just cut my whole shit up. Then I back up. We fighting or whatever. Boom. I got decked again, but on the side by my jaw. You know how it's the bracket, the one that holds on, but in the back is kind of sticks out like the rest of the wire? The wire went into my cheek. So I couldn't open my mouth. It was on both sides.
Jesus.
So at one point I was trying to open my mouth, and I was just like, what the fuck? So I had to put my finger inside my mouth.
Pause.
All the way to where the wire was.
Yeah.
And just open it. Just open, rip it off. Bro. Thank God the adrenaline was pumping, because the amount of blood that was just leaking, you would have thought
that time.
you would have thought I got fucking stabbed in the face type shit.
I believe you because till I was in my late teen. So let me put it into perspective. I had my braces from middle school till about the ending of mid-freshman year in high school, right? So it was perfect. High school, I was good, right? But so that was around 14, 15 years old when they took them off, right? Mm-hmm. That shit left this huge, the back one that holds everything together? Yeah. You know how it has a pointy part? The part that they wrap it around?
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
It left a scar in my gums and the inside of my mouth on both sides, on the wall of your mouth.
You didn't put the putty shit that
they do, but sometimes it used to come off or whatever. Long story short, it caused a big scar from the like an inch long inside my mouth on both sides. I had that scar.
You know how uncomfortable that shit is?
Bro, I had that scar. I could tell you right now, it stayed so long with me that I still remember how it felt.
Yeah.
Like the scar, because, that's a very sensitive part, right? So even after it healed, you still feel the long... Because it was like a long, deep scar.
I still have the scar from when the wires were in my cheek. It's still there in the back.
I was damn near Scarface. Yeah. But on the inside, pause.
Pause. Hey, yo, that sounded crazy.
I was cara de cicatriz.
That's
Por adentro.
Por adentro. I told you, man. I told you. Don't fuck with me, man.
That's crazy. Nah, so, I mean...
It's okay. We know
the story. Don't fight with braces on.
Don't fight with braces on.
And they're expensive.
Don't start nothing, won't be nothing.
Now that we're heading towards, the final moments of this episode, I had a couple questions that I wanted to ask you guys just to get your input on certain
Anytime
things.
he has questions, here we go. No, fix your mic. Here we go.
I don't know. It was these questions that I was
thinking about food right now.
I was fucking fat bitch.
Let's go to that Dominican smash.
Fuck you.
That Dominican.
Nah, hell no. Today.
I was thinking about it was a Dominican smash burger, but it's okay.
What color?
What color? What
is the most annoying to you guys?
Like
if you had to pick a color that was the most annoying color, what color would it be?
Well, don't ask Marjorie. That bitch gonna say black.
Who the fuck's Marjorie?
Marjorie Green Taylor, the racist bitch.
The one that told.
Oh, this.
Nah, we're not asking Marjorie. Fuck Marjorie.
Fuck that bitch. That's actually my favorite color, black. But black and red are my favorite colors. But the most annoying colors. Well, why would you say annoying? In what sense?
Just any sense you want to take it.
What color do you see that you're like, ew?
I just don't want shit that color.
Yeah.
Pink. Purple.
You fucking over masculine motherfucker.
Why? I like yellow.
I guess.
See?
Nana?
I was gonna be like gay.
Gay. Nana, what's the most annoying color for you?
I would say this is the gay in me, because I'm gonna get technical now.
Said Dominican.
But no, the pastel pink, that fucking Barbie pink.
So much you agree with me? What the fuck are you like?
No, but pastel. Have you seen a pastel pink?
Was it?
There's no shine to it. There's no gloss.
What's
no gloss.
What's in a wake pink?
There's in a what?
You said passed out pink. What's in a week?
Passed out, not passed out. Oh. This dumb motherfucker, bro.
We're believing.
Stupid motherfucker.
I thought you said
I'm
passed
glad you
out.
caught that because I was so confused.
I'm like passed out, so it wasn't awake pink.
This stupid motherfucker.
And like, there's like this
baby blue.
No, it's kind of like this burnt orange, but like I don't know how to describe it because burnt orange can be nice.
Like a matte orange?
No, I don't know how to explain it.
You mean burnt orange? That's that orange that's between gold and like orange.
Y'all getting too deep, bro.
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
like, you asked
motherfucker.
Pick a color in the fucking rainbow at least. God.
Yeah.
Tell me.
So
brown, brown and white. Brown and white are the most annoying to me.
Brown and white. I love white cars.
Why is it noisy?
I love pearl white.
Well, white.
Pearl white is fine.
I don't like white cars.
Pearl white is fine.
I love white cars, but they're the most
like
annoying to clean.
But pearl white, I like that shiny, like the one like the Acura that I had, like that pearl white.
I could do it like an iridescent white.
What the fuck is that?
Where when it hits the sun, there's like it kind of looks like it's changes colors. It's kind of like rainbowy effect.
Yeah. That's yeah. It's like a sparkling white type shit. Yeah, no, that's fire. That's fire.
All right, let's move on to the next question.
What's the next question?
Sorry, we dragged it.
Yeah, you motherfuckers. I just been here.
Any more beers over there, Nana?
My neck hurts, pause from doing this back and forth watching me sing y'all two
stand there, your neck hurting. We know.
Hey yo, that's crazy.
No Diddy.
Which fictional character do you think would be the best? Matter of fact,
hell no. It's Blue Moon.
No, you got no more Coronas?
Nah, I got this though.
I'll take that.
All right, cool.
Which fictional princess, Disney princess, do you think would be the best spy?
The best spy? I know. I don't know if she's a princess or not, but the bitch that snuck into the bears' houses. And into the
Little Red Riding Hood?
Little Red Riding Hood?
She's not a Disney princess.
Nah,
but
she the remember when the little bears she snuck into their houses.
I just told you.
That's what she's called. That's little.
No, that's not Little Red Riding Hood.
That's not Goldilocks.
That's
or?
Goldilocks. Yeah, my bad. Whoa.
Yeah, that bitch.
Goldilocks was a Disney princess?
No, that's what I'm telling him.
Yeah, that's just a book shit.
I'm not really. You're asking the wrong person about Disney characters and shit, bro.
Oh, I'm sorry. You watch fucking Murder and Suicide. Since
No,
you were a kid.
Die Hard, Lethal Weapon. That's not that. That's those are classics. But go ahead. I'm sorry.
What? Oh, no.
What Disney princess will be a good spy?
Ooh, the Shrek bitch. Shrek's wife. She's a princess, and she's Disney.
Not the Shrek bitch.
Fiona.
She could be a good spy.
She good, and she could fight too. She could fight.
She could fight.
She got that moving furniture type of strength.
So you're saying Nana's sister trained her?
That's a fact.
Let me stop before she comes and moves me.
Nana's sister fired too. FYI, Nana, you
have some respect.
He has none.
Respectfully, your sister type fire.
There's no way I'm
Jesus.
Type shit.
Thank God she don't listen to this shit.
That's a fact.
Wait till she does listen to this shit.
No, I'm not. I don't even think she knows about.
Matter of fact, I'm gonna send her. I don't even have Instagram anymore.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I'm gonna steal her number for your phone and send her this episode.
You're not. You don't even know the password to my phone.
I'll find out.
No, you won't.
So what's your other question?
Oh, my fault.
Wait, let Nana.
Oh, I forgot. Sorry.
I'm trying to fucking figure out because there are quite a few.
Quite a few princesses.
Yeah.
I'm the only one I don't know about no damn Disney bitches.
A spy though, like I'm trying to put myself in their fucking situations. Maybe Moana, because she did have to go get this nigga. Moana's a Disney princess.
No, I know, but Moana at all?
She had to go find this motherfucker. She sailed.
I was gonna say Jasmine. Aladdin.
I forgot about that bitch. Jasmine Wood. She is a stealthy bitch.
Yeah, she's stealthy.
She fire.
I was gonna say Caitlyn Jenner.
We're not talking about Transformers. Robots.
No, you did not say that.
Autobots, roll out.
I stand by the community. I don't support this motherfucker.
I'm sorry. It was only one time.
What time? One time.
I honestly don't even. I lost all the questions.
What was the other question?
I don't even have the words right now, bro.
What would be your weapon of choice in a zombie apocalypse?
Ooh, see, so that's a good one. That's a good one. That's a good one. All right, okay, cool. So that's the thing. So
he's gonna say, "Yo, I'm gonna grab a Ford Bronco Raptor,
that's not a bad
strap
idea.
it up with knives."
That's not a bad idea. It's not a bad idea. However, you don't want. I feel like a sword is too long and not stealthy. Like if you have to choose one weapon, right?
Pause.
You got to choose one, right? So I feel like you want something like we love guns, right, for this type of shit because, but they're too loud. So it's like in a situation.
Bow and arrow for me is what I'm going with.
But the thing about bow and arrow is it's just like this, just like bullets. There's a limit to them. Or after you use them,
make them.
But you have to retrieve them. And if you're in the middle of a fight and you're out of arrows, you're not gonna go make another arrow and having to go retrieve them. It's you gonna get bit in the process, right? So in order to keep it in the
wait, depending what type of zombies we talking about. Some Walking Dead zombies.
I'm gonna keep it.
I'm gonna need a bow and arrow.
Yeah,
but if you talk about some World War Z zombies, forget about it. Ain't nothing saving you.
I'm gonna need what's it called? Like a bayonet where the knife is at the end, but like a modern one where it's automatic and I don't have to fucking clean it out and put a new fucking bullet in it.
I think, in my opinion, you see like the Bowie that I gave you for that I bought you as a gift, something that size but not as heavy as that one. Because the one that I gave you is a slightly heavy one because the metal, because that one is a really good quality one. That the actual steel of the blade, it goes all throughout. You notice that it's even in the side of the handle, so it won't break. So something like that, but just lighter weight. Because remember, the fact that you're fighting these things,
so like a spear.
No. Same thing, just like the same one I gave you, but just same thing. But just
do a spear because I don't want to get that close.
Well, the thing about it, what I said, I just think a lot of times knives don't go straight through, so it gets stuck. And the shorter it is, the easier it is to pull back, stab. You know, you can't. A lot of times you don't have the distance.
But I'm talking about like, because you know how they put like, oh, aim for the head, like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
A spear, I'm just gonna aim for your head. I don't want to chop anything. I'm trying to get this over with as quickly as possible, so I could just.
Yeah, I think it depends on the also you got to depend on yourself, right? Like how do you move? How good are you your technique, right? Because some people are like somebody that's he's obviously watching basketball.
He's watching the game, yeah.
So sometimes some people like the bitch from The Walking Dead. She's quick, she's skinny, she's stealth, right? So for her the sword was good, right? Because she moves quick, you know. So I think it all depends on the individual.
I don't want any close range action. Like I'm trying.
I feel
to
you
not
on that. Yeah.
I can't do it. I told him like, you remember when you got him the knife or whatever? Like, if I was to ever use that, I'd be fucking throwing up and stabbing niggas at the same time.
Well, you know the thing about that Bowie is that it's so aggressive. I gave Angel one for as a gift
because it's so aggressive.
It's so aggressive
like, no, stop.
that it's something that if you were to face off with somebody, the average person is just gonna back off. So it'll be more of an intimidation.
Not really. Let me tell you something. I was on. First of all, this is a problem why I can't be on Twitter. I don't know where it was.
2 machetes loose.
2 niggas fighting with machete. Like he took his arm off.
You know what that was?
DR.
That was in DR. Yeah, he took his hand off.
He took his hand off. The nigga that got his hand taken off was still fighting him. Managed to get him on the floor, was still swinging that shit. And I was watching it, and I didn't really know that was a machete. It looked like a stick real quick. So I'm like, these niggas are going to blows with fucking sticks.
Yeah.
Till I looked at his other hand, and I was like, oh. He's missing a hand, but it was clean off. Like, clean off. And it wasn't like...
Nah, it came off completely, yeah.
Gushing blood or anything. It was just like clean off, and the nigga was just like hitting him. And then when the nigga stood up, he had a white shirt, and
yeah, that shit was like
bloody.
A fucking movie.
And I'm like, this nigga has a machete. The nigga that lost his hand walked away, picked up his hand
and put it
in his fucking pocket.
And
I went back, I kept going, and the nigga just ran away.
What type of fucking
if
video?
You never seen that video? It's all over.
If I'm fucking fighting you with a machete, I'm not even going to play those games.
It was like outside a gas station type shit.
Yeah, it was literally in front of a gas station. I'm not even playing those games fighting you with a machete. If you got a machete and I don't have anything, you got it.
Yeah.
Now, was it a machete or was it a colín?
No, it was two. Both had machetes.
You know what a colín is, though, right?
Colín?
A colín is a machete, but longer. So she looks like a sword.
It probably was that. It was that.
It was a colleen.
Yeah, it was
right?
that. And they both. And the crazy thing about, like she said, it was not just one second the other. They both had them. So it was like fucking Game of Thrones. It was like Game of Thrones.
They were actively hitting, like they were hitting each other. It wasn't like they were, you know, when they're like swinging at it, but it's not making contact. No, they're both making contact. Even the nigga that was on the floor was still making contact to the nigga.
That's crazy.
Yeah. And the nigga don't, you know how much you gotta not give a fuck that you getting hit back and you still hitting?
Nah, yo, it was a couple years back in high school. That was wild, yeah. It was, this was, I forgot which, it was, I think it was your class graduation.
Niggas had machetes?
We went to a party. It was like it was like end of a year party in Harlem, and a fight broke out. And one of the dudes that we was with got hit with a machete in the side. And all I remember seeing, bro, we were all running, and all I remember seeing is this dude running down the hill.
Yeah.
And he's running slower and slower. And, like, you just see the blood gushing out his fucking body, bro.
That's crazy.
But, well.
On that note, shit. Talking about it, like, we got into some real violent shit.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Now.
Like, that's why I'm not trying to get into no close range shit. I already don't like I love to look at a knife. Like, I think knives are fucking sexy as fuck. I love to watch Forged in Fire. Remember the show that that I put on for you?
You should see the ones that I have in my crib.
I would rather. There's different types of spears.
So I have another bowie like the one that I gave Angel. That it's kind of like a Rambo type shit. I have another one like that, but it's more like a fancy shit. I also have one that Arrow went to Japan, and he knows that I like these type of weapons.
It was like a mini katana.
He brought me one of those, but non-sharpened. He bought actually officially made over there. Brought me one of those, and that's Yeah, so I ain't gonna lie. On that note, we done talked about a few things.
That was the last question you had?
Yeah.
Was that it?
Yeah.
So we done talked about a few things today. We talked about the Butch blonde, beach blonde, mechanic bitch looking body type. We talked about a few things, and. Yeah, ladies and gents, it was a weekend. It took us a while to get here, so by the time we got here, we were a bit drained. But
a lot has happened.
A lot has happened,
between then and now, especially on social media as well.
Yeah.
But
let also what the spirit just to keep the shit going. Just ladies, take care of yourselves. If you need help. Speak up. It's not easy. It's easier said than done, but you
never deserve shit like that.
You don't
you can be as low and feel as low as you want. That's okay because that happens. But that's never okay.
That's a fact. And remember this: no man that puts his hand on you is worth your time.
Or is a man.
Or is a man at that. And if he does it once, he'll do it again. And on that note, motherfuckers, we love you. Angel, you want to say something before we go out?
Love is love, bro.
Love is love.
Love is love.
Love is love.
Why are you holding your ears like that?
I'm just getting ready, just to be. I'm holding my ears,
Let them know where they can find you, Vic.
You can find me at officially Vic versus the World. You can find me in Connecticut if y'all up there, by the woods type shit. Nah, where can they find you, ma?
They can. Please don't mind me. This nigga. You can find me on IG, Kushake, Twitter the same. Even though I don't really post on there, I just be.
You really don't post.
No, it's
I
like
can't
my
say
newspaper.
what time you post.
It's like my newspaper. Probably the last time I posted was like 2023 type.
Just subscribe, just for the bullshit. Just type shit, just in case. If you need to look at shit.
It's like my newspaper.
Yeah.
I just go on there.
You glance and then you close it up.
Nah, I mean, for the bullshit, it's just, I guess, it's a community that we're trying to create.
That's a fact.
Yes, you can
of
follow
people
us
that are
well.
like us, think like us,
and fuck like us.
God damn, nigga.
Wow, I don't know. I don't think so.
I ain't never seen.
I don't think.
Well, I mean, we see.
And I don't do that. I don't fuck like you.
We ain't seeing fuck, but we.
What y'all
almost premeditated.
Oh, yeah, saw me. Oh, yeah, that's stop. Shut up. Hey, y'all motherfuckers is wild.
Listen, I'm real free and fluid. I don't give a fuck. If you my boys and you gotta get yours, you get yours. I'm Ray Charles to the shit. I fucked with people in the room before, so I don't got no shame.
We didn't get to that point, but
it almost did.
Almost.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie.
But the almost was enough to be like, what the fuck? You know what I mean?
I ain't gonna lie.
We don't do that.
That was like when your roommate walked in and she's like, what the fuck is going on here?
Yeah.
But yeah, on that note, this is For the Bullshit. We fucking love you guys.
Peace
Stay
out.
safe. Love you guys. Catch you guys next week.